In this video, I'll be talking about what is reconciliation in accounting. Now, this particular word is very important in all fields of accounting, and today we're going to be diving deep into this field, into this word, and talking about every aspect of this word from benefits to definition to basically everything. So, let me just get my marker out and let's get started. So the first thing we're going to be talking about is what is this word's meaning? So what is reconciliation? So what is it? All right, perfect. So reconciliation is a crucial accounting process that involves comparing two sets of records to ensure they match and are accurate. It's like double checking your work to make sure everything adds up correctly. Now, in accounting, reconciliation typically involves comparing your initial records, for example, like your general ledger, with external records like bank statements or supplier invoices. So that's a basic overview of what reconciliation is in accounting. Now we're going to be talking about why is it even important. So why is it even important? All right. So reconciliation serves several important purposes. The first one is accuracy. So it helps identify and correct errors in your financial records. This is essential for maintaining accurate financial statements. Then we have fraud prevention. Prevention. So by comparing your records with external sources, you can uncover discrepancies that might indicate fraudulent activity. Then we have compliance. So many accounting standards and regulations require businesses to reconcile their accounts to ensure compliance. And lastly, we have decision making. Decision making. So accurate financial information is crucial for making informed business decisions, and reconciliation helps ensure that the information you're relying on is reliable. So, all right, now we're gonna be looking at the type of reconciliation, all right? So I'm just gonna go ahead and write it here, types, all right? And I'm gonna change the color so you can keep track of it. All right, so the first type that we have is bank reconciliation. So I'm just gonna write bank, and I'm just gonna write the word once, and then I'm gonna copy it down. So this and this. All right. So the first one is bank reconciliation. So now this involves comparing your cash book or general ledger with your bank statement to account for differences like outstanding checks, deposits in transit, bank fees, and interest earned. The next one is accounts receivable reconciliation. So accounts receivable, and then just copy that down, reconciliation. So this compares your accounts receivables ledger with customer invoices and payments to ensure that all amounts owed are accurately recorded. Then we have accounts payable reconciliation. Account payables. So this compares your accounts payable ledger with supplier invoices and payments to ensure that all amounts owed to the suppliers are accurately recorded. And then lastly, we have inventory reconciliation. So inventory and copy paste that down, reconciliation. Now this involves physically counting inventory and comparing the result with your inventory records to identify any discrepancies. Alright, so that is it for the types. Now we're gonna go more deeper and look at the actual process. So the reconciliation process. So let me just write it down with the blue color pen. So no, let me just write with the black one because the heading. So we're gonna talk about the process now. All right. So the first step in the process is gather information. So I'm going to be writing the steps down. So I'm just going to write it up here. Gather info. So collect the two sets of records you want to compare. For example, in case of a bank, it's going to be a general ledger and a bank statement. Then you have to compare and identify differences. So compare. So review both sets of records side by side to identify any differences or out of order. Then we have to investigate these differences. So investigate. So for each difference, investigate the cause, because this might involve reviewing supporting documents or contacting the relevant parties, because you would obviously need more information on that specific thing to work out why is this difference occurring. Then we have to make adjustments. Adjustments. So if necessary, make adjusting entries in your accounting records to correct any errors or differences. And lastly, we have to document the process. Document the process. All right, so that is it. So this basically means that you have to keep a record of the reconciliation process, including any adjustment made. This documentation can be helpful for future references and auditing purposes. So that is it for the process. I'm just gonna go ahead and make an arrow so you guys can keep track that this is a process. These are the types, and why is it important is this. I had to use a different color, but my bad for that. And yeah, so that's what we have discussed so far. Now we're gonna be looking at the benefits of reconciliation. So I'm gonna go ahead and delete some space. Oh, let me check. Alright, so I'll have to erase everything so we can go ahead and start with our next discussion. Alright, so let me just write the heading, which is benefits. Alright, and let me get a pen out, a green one. Okay, so the first benefit we have is improved financial accuracy. So improved financial accuracy. So by identifying and correcting errors, reconciliation helps ensure that your financial records are accurate and reliable. Then we have enhanced financial control. So financial control. So reconciliation can help detect fraud or other irregularities by identifying differences between your internal records and external sources. Then we have better decision making. Better decision making. So accurate financial information is essential for making informed business decisions. Reconciliation helps ensure that the information you're relying on is reliable. And lastly, we have compliance with regulation. Compliance with regulation. So many accounting standards and regulations require businesses to reconcile their accounts. By performing regular reconciliation, you can demonstrate compliance with these regulations. So, alright, guys, that is pretty much it for everything you guys need to know for reconciliation. We have talked about what it is, the benefits, why is it important, the different types. So, we've basically gone over everything that you'll need, or basically the most basic overview of reconciliation. So, alright, guys, that'll be it for the video. I hope it helped you out, and I'll be seeing you guys next time. Peace out.